certainly try. First of all, thank you all. I just want to say this in the beginning of my remarks. I want to thank you all especially for turning out today, and for Justin and the other organizers, Get Equal, Queer Rising, all the organizers of this rally for putting this on. We have needed something like this for a long time, and we need more of it. Now I want to tell you, since we're on the theme of stories today, before I rant about the political stuff, which I promise you I will, I want to tell you a little bit about my background and how I came to be involved in the Don't Ask, Don't Tell repeal movement. Like Justin said, I was an interrogator in the U.S. Army. I went in multilingual. I also speak Arabic. I speak 5 languages, including Arabic. I was trained in human intelligence collection during and after September 11th. Yet because somebody else found out that I am a gay man and outed me to my command was forced to involuntarily discharge me, a multilingual human intelligence collector, just 6 months after 9/11. Now, when I was being read my rights in my commander's office, when he was done, I tell you, don't ask, don't tell when you're in. It has this effect on you. It forces you to think that you're a victim. It forces you to lie. It forces you to live without integrity. And my first sergeant, the day I was read my rights and told I was being fired because I had been found out, ordered me to not tell a single other soul in our unit why I was being discharged. He ordered me to lie. He actually said on my way out the door, after I was already humiliated enough, said, "Nicholson, I want you to listen to exactly what I'm telling you right now. I am ordering you not to say one word about this and what's going on. Do you understand me? I am ordering you to shut up." And for years after I was discharged, he was effective. He succeeded in shutting me up for years. But it took about 3 years before I was actually willing to stand up, had my consciousness raised, realized what my experience was in context, and decided to speak out. And ever since then, I have not shut my mouth, and I do not plan to until this law is passed. Now, there are people out there in our own community who question why we are here on this spot today and why we are in front of this building right here. Many in our own community think that we don't need to put any more pressure on the White House. The White House has told us that they are doing all they can to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. They told the Get Equal protesters in Los Angeles they already support repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. But like they said, like... But like the protesters also said in Los Angeles and have continued to say, insert the language. We know what you can still do, President Obama. You can still put repeal language in the defense authorization bill. You have not done everything you can do. There's more you still can do, and we expect you to do it, and we expect you to do it before the markup on May 24th. Yeah! So yes, while we still need to be lobbying our members of Congress, while we still need to be focusing on those 6 strategic targets on the Senate Armed Services Committee, as much as we can, we also still need to be lobbying the White House, keeping the pressure on the White House. He's our commander-in-chief. When I was in basic training, the last time I checked on that organizational chart of military leaders, the commander-in-chief ranked above the Secretary of Defense. So where is our commander-in-chief? We expect him to act. We don't care what Secretary Gates says. We have alternative plans that can work with what the Pentagon has said they want. There are arrangements out there for legislative language that will work with what the President said, that will work with what the Defense Department needs, and that gets the goal accomplished of repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. All they have to do is listen to us. All they have to do is talk to us. We have been trying. They have been ignoring us. We're not being ignored anymore. Yeah, I want to share a little secret with y'all. Yesterday, I had a conversation with Rahm Emanuel about this very thing. I ran into him. He didn't know who I was, but I introduced myself as soon as he did.
That makes sense.
But what he was trying to tell me still, after Friday, was that we still have a legitimate shot at repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and he sincerely believes that. I don't know that I believe him, but I think he is right. We do have a legitimate shot at repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. We're not giving up. He said he thought we had a 30 to 40% shot of repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell left this year. Well, you know why it's not 60 to 80%? Because they don't support us right now. There's more they can do. They know it. They're dodging the question. They need to step up to the plate. They need to lead. He's the commander-in-chief, and he needs to insert repeal language into the National Defense Authorization Act in the Defense Department policy transmittals before May 24th.
That's right. All right, Alex. Speak the truth. That's right.
I'll try.
All right, Alex.
Now, let me just say, too, as much as the pressure we need to keep on Congress, and as much as we need to keep the pressure on this building right here and this man in this building, we also need to realize that our community needs to step up, and there is more that we can do.
Yeah.
Veterans, supporters, even active duty troops sometimes can still step up, and there are things that each and every one of us can still do. We need to do more. We have not done enough. Let's be honest, and let's step up and take responsibility. Let's lobby our members. Please join us on May 10th and 11th for the Lobby Day on Capitol Hill. Please keep up the pressure on this building right here, because I'm telling you, we can't do it alone. Dan can't do it alone. Jim can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. We need more people, more veterans especially, to step up and speak out. Please bring your straight allies with you, straight veterans who've served. There is no better voice to say, I am willing to stand up and serve proudly beside an openly gay man than a openly straight man or woman who can testify to that fact.
That's right.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Now, before I wrap up, I want to say a few words about our next speaker, Dan. When I got involved in the Don't Ask, Don't Tell repeal movement, it was because I didn't think that enough veterans were out there active and visible. And I thought more of us